Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. As you can see, we have made it to the year 1360, and this is our new family thumbnail. We have here our Arundel family, our Burmans, the Shoemakers, the Von Schwans, the Monastery, the Like family, our Arundel family, the Harding family, the McNallys, and our Petechia family. And up here, these are the men that are currently at the war camp. So as you can see, our family has significantly shrunk. And that is because we've had so many deaths recently. But this is our current thumbnail, and I absolutely love it. They look absolutely stunning, and I am thrilled to show it to you and to jump into our gameplay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at our spreadsheet. So for the year 1360, the first thing that we have on our agenda is to age up Archibald Meshram and Alba Meshram, the twins, in the Von Schwan household. They are going to be aging up to teens, and we're going to be seeing if they are going to be able to age up, and then we will roll to find out if they are going to marry. So we need to go ahead and take a look at that and see if they are going to be aging up. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and give a roll. They can't roll an 18, so for Archibald, he rolls a 9, so he is going to live. And Alba rolls a 4, so she is going to live. They both get 28 days, which is fantastic. So we will put them where they belong on the timeline. And then we need to roll to see if they are going to marry. So Archibald is going to marry in 8 years. So 1368 is when he is going to marry. And then Alba is going to marry in 1 year. No, 1 means no marriage. So she is not going to marry. So no marriage for Alba. All right, so Alba is not marrying. Here is what Archibald looks like, and this is what Alba looks like after their makers of a teen. And then the next thing on our timeline is Emory Petechia today is getting married. We already have him in a relationship, and he is going to be getting married. That's the first thing that we're going to do when we go into the game. And then for this year, we also have Joetta McNally. She'll be aging up to a young adult. And then we have Beatrice McNally, Katerina Arundel, and Josephina Harding. I think Josephina is no longer with us, actually. Yeah, she passed away. So we'll take Josephina off here. But Beatrice McNally and Katerina Arundel are aging up to children. So we love that for us. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game with Emory Petechia, and let's go and get him married. Okay, we have arrived here with Emory. As you can see, he is feeling really happy. He has just gotten engaged. It says these Sims are engaged to be wed. Save the date. So we are just going to go ahead, and when it gets a little bit later in the day, we will get him married. For now, we're going to go ahead and let him get a little bit of sleep because it is quite early in the morning. It is only 2:32 January of 1360. So we're going to let him get a little bit of shut-eye so he can be well rested for his wedding. So he's going to go just get himself a little bit of sleep, and then when it gets a little bit later in the day, in the year here, we will go ahead and get him to call over his betrothed, and we will go, and him and Evita Baxter, which is his fiance, we will go and we will get them married. We can just take a look at her profile here. It says they are sweethearts. The foundation of a strong friendship has forged a lasting love. They have amazing compatibility, like two perfect pieces of a puzzle. These Sims just click. Based on their preferences, they have the highest level of compatibility. Building a strong relationship between these two Sims should take much less effort than usual. They are engaged. He perceives her as attractive, and she's the first Sim that ever kissed. And Emory's sentiments about Evita is adoring. Emory just wants the best for Evita and thinks she is so wonderful, and he is deeply in love. All right, so we are just getting a little bit of sleep here, as you can see, which is fantastic. We're just going to fast forward along here and let him get a little bit of rest. And then when he gets up, we'll go ahead and take care of some of his needs. And we will obviously go ahead once he's slept some, and look at the priest in here just getting a little bit of dancing in. We love that. But we will let him get some bathroom needs and some hunger needs up, and then we will head over to the chapel and we will get him married. Everyone in this house likes to dance, it would seem. All right, so we have gotten up from our slumber. We've used the washroom. We're now just going to go and get ourselves a little bit of something to eat. He is feeling a little bit famished, so he's just going to go down and make himself a little bit of food. He's going to have a quick meal here and get himself a bite to eat. And then he will call her over and we will head off to the chapel. He decided against a quick meal and decided to cook. We love that. I guess he wanted to get a little bit of cooking skill in because he figured, you know, I'm going to be a married husband soon and I'm going to need to know how to provide for my family, so I probably should know how to cook. Let's just hope he doesn't burn anything down in the process of learning this skill. All right, finish that up, and then you can go ahead and have yourself a little bit to eat here. He made himself some eggs and toast. We love that. Go ahead and eat that up. And you only made one serving, so I guess that's good enough. Somebody made a grilled cheese. You could have probably eaten that, but that's fine. You know, getting yourself some cooking skills, not necessarily a bad thing, because I don't know if she has any cooking skills. So having someone in the house that knows how to cook is not necessarily a bad thing. But he's going to go ahead and finish up this meal, and then we will let him go to the washroom again, because it would seem he needs to go to the washroom. He is upset because he clearly walked in on someone and violated someone's privacy. And he can't unsee that. We are going to let him go to the washroom, and then we will go ahead and call her over and invite her to hang out at this lot, and then we will go and travel. Actually, let's just travel with her. So we will go to the washroom, and then we will travel with her and Dulce, and we'll actually take several people over with us. Let's take Christopher with us, as well. And we will go to the wedding after we go to the washroom. And we can go and obviously have ourselves a nice little wedding with everyone. We love that. All right, everyone's coming with us. And we're gonna head over to the little chapel here, and we're going to get them hitched. All right, let's go ahead and seat the Sims. Let's seat everyone. And then we will get married to Evita. So everyone is just filing in to take their seats, and then Evita and Emory are going to go ahead and get up here and say their vows. So he's like, I'm going to love you forever. I am so deeply in love with you. And she's like, I'm in love with you too, Emory. I'm so glad that we found one another. And he's saying that he is going to treat her with the utmost respect, and he can't wait to start a family with her. And she's like, I can't wait for that as well. He's like, I'm going to provide you with such a good life. And they are exchanging rings now. And the ceremonial kiss, and they are now Mr. and Mrs. Petechia, and they are going to move in together. We are going to just move her in over here for now, and then we will move them into their own place. So let's go ahead and go to Manage Worlds, and we will move them into their own place. All right, so we are just going to go ahead and update her now. We're going to give her the last name of Petechia, and we are going to put her in her green color. All right, so now that we have her in green, we are just going to go ahead and save this, and we will move them into a house. All right, so we are just going to go ahead and let them have their first woohoo and try for a baby.
So sheemish about. You threw her. Well, Mark, a maybe? A pleave is apple. Viva deso. Lami nook. Uksapa.
Oh.
Tivane lobite.
All right, so they are going ahead and trying for a baby here. We love that for them. And they have moved into their home, and we are going to hopefully be able to start a family with this couple, which we absolutely love. And we hope that this trying for baby will be successful for them, and they'll be able to start a little family here. they have their nice little home that they've moved into, and they can begin their lives together as a happily married couple. And we now have another Petechia family to grow up here in our world, which is fantastic. So hopefully she will be a nice addition to this. We will add Evita to our timeline, and we will continue on with that. So let's go ahead and add her in down here. She is the wife of Emory Petechia, which is the, I believe, 3rd generation. She's female. I'll have to put her information in here. And she is a Baxter. All right, there we go. So we've added her in, which is perfect. We will go ahead and insert one row below for her, just so that if she has a child, it will already be listed here. We love that for her. All right, and let's go ahead and continue on with this. They are obviously going ahead. He's in here just punching out this poor bear, monkey, whatever this is.
Nargi! Huh.
He's clearly a little upset. I'm not exactly sure about what, but he is clearly upset. And she is feeling really, really good. She is feeling a little bit hungry. Let's go ahead and get her to come in here and maybe start cooking, and getting a little bit of skill in the cooking department. So we will get her in here making some food. We will get her to go ahead and make some gruel, family size, and that way she can go ahead and get some cooking skill in. And then we will leave this couple here, and we will go and we will check in with our main household once this meal has been made. Because as we know, our main household is expecting a baby, and so we do need to go and check in with them and see how they're carrying on. So we will check in with them and see how they're doing. And also just to make sure everyone is carrying on nicely, we need to get some nectar making in with John, and so we will do that. Go ahead and grab you a serving of that food, because you are feeling a little bit hungry, Evita, so we want you to eat something. So she's going to go ahead and get some food in right now, and we are just going to go ahead and leave this loving couple here and check in with our main household. Now that we have arrived in our main household, we just want to make sure of everyone's needs and see how everyone is doing. It would seem everyone is doing all right. She is currently in her 3rd trimester in 3 hours, so she is well on her way with her pregnancy. She does look like she needs to go to the washroom and also possibly get herself something to eat. So I'm just going to queue up for her to do that. And we have some food that has kind of gone off here. So I'm just going to toss that for them and let her go ahead, and she's cleaning the washroom. Okay. You can clean that and then grab yourself a serving of food and then maybe go to the washroom as well. And what are you doing? Oh, okay. You're just helping out Amelie. That's fine. Why don't you go ahead and get downstairs here into the cellar and start doing some apple nectar. You were starting it looks like, but you need to go ahead and resume that apple nectar, and we will get you to finish that up. John's like, okay, I'll do that. So John did go hunting and he got us some venison. I don't think we can do anything with it currently, which is unfortunate, but we do have some venison now. So that's great. We love that. And so maybe we can get him to go hunting a little bit later, and maybe he can catch some more food for us. Hunt some more food for us. So we'll get him to go hunting after he finishes with his nectar making. And I am just going to get you to come and clean the shed, clean the cow, feed the cow, and milk the cow. And you need to go ahead and come on home. Can you do anything with these chicken coops? Nope, they're good. Okay, great. You can feed the crickets and go ahead and do a little bit of weeding. That would be great. All right, so she is just going to weed the garden and do a little bit of feeding the crickets, and then I am, like I said, getting Sophia to take care of the cow. Maybe I can get Juliana to come and kind of clean up a little bit, which is going to be a little bit helpful. He's just about to go hunting. You can, when you're done with the cow, do a little bit of laundry. And everyone's just kind of working together here on the farm, which is fantastic. We know that things have to be tended and worked out here. Sophia is, like I said, just about to enter into her third trimester, and she's in her third trimester now. We will be giving birth at any time, which is going to be great. So we should at some point today, or probably in the morning maybe, go ahead and be giving birth to a little one and expanding our family, which is great news. As we know, we are hoping for a little boy. We are needing an heir in this family. So we are going to continue trying for a little one and just hoping that we can have us a little boy. We want an heir, and if not, then we'll just keep trying. Yeah. All right, so she did get some milk. We're just going to put the milk in the fridge. And then I am going to get you to make some bread, I think, when you're done with the laundry. All right, I'm going to have Juliana go ahead and do the laundry there, which is fantastic. So she's just helping with the laundry. And I'm going to have her come up here and do this laundry in the wash tub. While Sophia bakes a little bit of bread. Obviously, if we have bread in the house, we can cook lots more things. So we are just going to make up a little bit of bread here. I don't know how many bread we're going to do, maybe 2 or 3. And then we'll have a lot of bread in the house. She's like, seriously, I am exhausted. I don't want to be baking bread. I know you don't want to be baking bread, but it is good practice to make the bread. Maybe I'll make Juliana do a little bit of baking of bread as well. Okay, you're gonna need to come and repair this because it is broken. So come repair the fridge, please. And Juliana just acquired the cooking skill, which we love. You need to go to the washroom, dear. So John's like, what happened to the fridge? And she's like, I don't know, it just busted up on me, love. And he's like, it's fine, I'll go ahead and fix it, but you should probably go to the washroom because you're about to wee yourself. So he has fixed that, which we love. I'm just going to take this trash outside. As we know, we are trying to grow trash plants. So we're going to take this out here. Hopefully we will grow some plants. So we'll take this out and, you know, hope for the best. All right. So he's just getting himself a little bit of food, and Sophia, you need to obviously come and grab yourself a bite to eat as well. Why don't you come and grab a serving, love? There you go. And we are just about through this end of this first portion of the year here. We are about to head into April of 1360, and I'm just going to go ahead and head everyone off to bed because it is starting to get late. So go ahead and go get yourself a little bit of sleep. You need to go to the washroom, John. So go to the washroom and then get yourself off to bed. Perfect. Everyone is going to go ahead and get... Oh, another broken dish by you. Seriously, Sophia? What is your deal? She's like, I'm clumsy. You already knew that. So she's going to go ahead and head herself off to bed. She's feeling super exhausted from carrying this baby, and it's been really rough on her. So we are going to go ahead and let her get herself off to bed here, and then we will have ourselves a little bit of a rest. And John's gone to the washroom, and now he's headed off to bed. Amelie is laying in here in her bed. She's feeling super playful, so she's not trying to go night-night. But I wish she would, because it is time for sleep for everyone. She's like, no, I just want to scream and cry and carry on, and I really wish you wouldn't. As we know, she is an intense infant, so she has intense emotions, and she likes to carry on and cry, and I will be glad when she ages up and stops screaming her head off. But everyone is just getting themselves a little bit of sleep here, and in the morning we will see how things are coming along, which is going to be nice. Oh no, we have a chicken died. The Grim is taking our chickens. Grim. Well, this is super sad, but Hen's time has come, and now they'll be strolling around those rolling green hills. And they're going to get their last pet here from the Grim Reaper and then pass on. We unfortunately did not sell the hen in time, and the Grim is taking the hen away. Pitiful. Okay, it's just pitiful. So we've officially made it into April of 1360 now, and we are carrying on. We do not have anything on the schedule for the timeline today. There are no birthdays or anything like that. Unless someone goes into labor, we don't have anything on the schedule. So we are just going to carry on with our time, having John continue to make his nectar and things of that nature. She is up. Sophia has gone up to get a bit of a bathroom break.
Sona.
And we're going to go ahead
Hello.
and get her to resume this hoop that she started. So she's going to do that.
Schwabby.
She's like, I'm really not in the mood to do this. Okay, that's fine. All right, so she's going to go up and check on Amelie and to make sure that she's doing okay. All right, so let's go ahead and check everyone's needs. It looks like John is okay. Sophia, what is your deal? She's like, I am just going to go out and talk to some plants. Juliana needs to get up and get herself a bite to eat. And Amelie is feeling pretty good, which is great. So let's just get up and get Juliana to go and have a bite to eat. And then she's going to need to take herself a bath. Sophia is doing great. She is, like I said, in her 3rd trimester. We're just waiting on her to go into labor. Why don't you also go ahead and evolve your plants? Perfect. And John, you can go down here and do some more crafting of nectar. What have you got going on? You've got some apple nectar you can make. So let's do that. You've got some here that you had started, so we'll put that away. We are doing some good progress with the nectar making here, and as you can see, we've got a bunch filled up. Like, we're making good progress. I'm liking it. So we love that. And he's just continuing on. I think he is currently at what? Nectar making, he's at level 3. He's about 44% through level 3 of his nectar making skill, 45%. So we love that for him. He is just getting his skill up slowly but surely, and he is still absolutely loving it. He loves it. It makes him in his element, and he gets fun gain from it, so we love that. He did get some ticks and fleas when he went out hunting the other day, so he is not necessarily liking that very much, but unfortunately that is what it is. She did not go to the washroom. Is there a reason why you didn't go to the washroom and you went straight to the bathtub? I don't really know, but that's fine. Take yourself a bath, and then you need to go to the washroom. And Sophia is just taking care of Amelie, which we love. And then once you're finished with that, you need to go get yourself some food. All right, that's perfect. And John is just finishing up this nectar making here, and that's perfect. Let's go ahead and put those in and get you to make some more apple nectar. You do have quite a bit more apples that you can use, so that's great. Doing nectar making makes him in a pretty good playful mood, which is fantastic, and we love it when that happens. So that's fantastic news for everyone involved.
Harbu. Oh.
What'd she make? Mac and cheese. Really? You used the cheese to make mac and cheese? Okay. If you say so. Alright, so she's made some food for herself, which we love. I want you to make something with the bread. So what have we got? Bread roll stew. Alright, so you can make that. She's like, I really want to go to bed because I am pregnant and my feet hurt and my back hurts and I'm just really, really tired. And I understand that that's a thing, but I would really, really like for you to make some bread roll stew. So could you maybe do that for me? Why is this not letting me do bread roll stew? There it is. Get up and make bread roll stew. She's like, oh my gosh. You and the cooking. Oh, you broke the toilet, I see. Well, at least you're fixing it. When you're done with that, you're going to need to go... She dislikes handiness. Okay, you can dislike handiness. Go ahead and go clean the cow shed, and I'll get Dad to come out and fix this. And she is just out here making this stew, which is fantastic. After she cleans the shed, she can go clean the coop and collect the eggs. Clean the coop and collect the... Oh, Bridget Petechia has gone into labor. Let's go see Bridget Petechia. She has beat us to the punch. All right, so this is the Petechia residence. We are going to go see Bridget and go and have a baby with her. Just need to send her home so that we can have this baby. Oh, she's having the baby at the hospital. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. She's having a boy. So let's go ahead and go to our wheel. And we will go to the male names. So let's open up that and give it a spin for a baby name. Alessander. So, Alessander Petechia. Oh, and she's having a girl. So, let's open up the girl wheel and give it a spin. Life. Oh, another girl. Oh my gosh, what is with the triplets? Okay, let's roll again. I sold. Okay. Follow Bridget home. Let's go to Bridget's house and then we will roll for mom and babies and see if they live or die and add them to the timeline. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up our dice and we will see if mom and babies live or not. So first, we're going to roll for mom. As we know, she can't roll a 1 and she has to roll 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Mom is safe. Baby need to roll an odd or an 8, 10, or 20. So for Alexander, he rolls an 8. So he lives. And then we had Blythe. Blythe lives. And Isolde, who lives. All 3 babies live. All right, so let's pull up our spreadsheet. And it is Wednesday. So where is Bridget on here? There she is. So we have first Alexander Petechia, who is the son of Simon and Bridget. And it is now May of 1360. He is alive. They are of Italian-Spanish descent. And they are triplets. Then we had Blythe, Petechia, daughter of Simon and Bridget, in May of 1360. Triplet. And then I sold Petechia, daughter of Simon and Bridget, in May of 1360. Also alive. And Italian Spanish. And a triplet. All right. We have updated our timeline and put them when they're going to be toddlers. And now we need to go in and age all 3 babies up to infants and give them their makeovers. So let's take mom in here to the babies, wherever they are. Where are all of our babies? Okay, here's one. Here's Alexander. Let's get her to come in here and feed Alexander. There's Alexander and I sold. Where is the other one? There she is. Okay.
Oh, Ribbenubble. Oh.
So we're going to feed and age up Alexander first, and then we will go to Blythe And we will feed.
Wrangler.
We will age up Blythe. And
And
then we will age up
Oh.
Isolde.
Crazy.
Simon and Henry are being jokesters. Family members with the jokesters family dynamic will choose to perform funny or mischief interactions with each other more often, and they'll feel extra playful when spending time together. Yes. She didn't age this baby up. Alright, Isolde is going to be sensitive. These Sims are prone to diaper rash, are often picky with food, and can more easily become overstimulated by too much play and social interaction. However, they also rest more peacefully through the night when they're soothed. Alright, come over here and age up Alessander like I told you to do. And then you can come over here and you can age up Blythe. Alright, Alessander is going to be cautious. These Sims appreciate the familiar but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. And Blythe is going to be sunny. These Sims are bursting with smiles and giggles and enjoy engaging with other Sims, but they do require more social attention. And let's go ahead and hop into cast with all three of our infants, and we will give them their makeovers. That's right. Go ahead and grab the baby, and that way we can not have the baby stuck in the corner. Alright, let's go back into the game. Okay, we have made it back to our main household now, and we are just going to go ahead and check on everyone, see how they're doing. And it looks like Sophia is extremely tired. I'm just going to let her go ahead and have a little bit of a nap. John is doing fairly decent, and Juliana is in pretty rough shape, but that's just because she is on her cycle currently, and so she feels pretty grungy. So we hate that for her, but there's not really any way around that. She just feels really dirty because, well, she's on her period. So there is that. I'm just going to go ahead and have her come down and move the clothes to the clothesline. John has gone out hunting, I think. Did he? No, he didn't. All right, let's go ahead and send him out hunting. because that's what I had wanted him to do, and it looks like maybe that didn't happen. So I'm just going to send him out hunting really quickly. And we are letting Sophia continue on with herself here. She is just cross-stitching. She really does need to get herself to the washroom. So we'll let her go and get herself to the bathroom here. She is in, like we know, her 3rd trimester and should be going into birth at any time. Hopefully that will be sooner rather than later. And once she's done with the washroom, I'm just going to have her go and clean the cow shed, and then she can maybe come in here and vent about her life to the cow. Why does she constantly leave her cross-stitching in there in the bathroom? I don't know. So I'm just going to have her go clean the shed, and then she can go kind of talk to the cow a little bit. Juliana, why don't you actually get a little bit of painting in? No, you're too uncomfortable to paint? Okay, that's not good at all. Throw away. What are you throwing away? I don't want you going in anywhere and throwing anything away. Things in the garden that are out like that, I just want you to leave alone. They are in the process of trying to grow. So you just leave them be. She's like, I don't have anything fun to do because I am miserable right now and I hate life. I know you do. It really sucks. I hate that. All right. Why don't you go ahead and you guys can maybe do something, go for a stroll together. All 3 of you. All right. So she is just going to go out for a little bit of a stroll, and everyone's just going out for a little bit of a stroll. Obviously you can't take Amelie, so that's fine. Amelie's just going to go ahead and go out to daycare, but I wanted the ladies to go out for a little bit of a stroll, and they can have themselves a stroll while John is out hunting. John got himself a chicken and a pigeon and 6 ducks. Wow. And a hare. Okay, that's amazing. He really had a heck of a time with the hunting this time. So let's give all that stuff to Sophia here because she is our cook, and so we want obviously her to have all of that stuff. That's amazing. So we love that. And the rest of the stuff that he doesn't need, I'm just going to sell because there's no sense in us having it all in his inventory. And Sophia has gone into labor. We're going to go ahead and have her go on upstairs here and have her baby. We love that. And she is like, John, honey, it's time. And he's like, okay, baby. She's like, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to have the baby. He is probably going to freak out a little bit. Yep, he is. Pre-parental panic. Obviously, he's going to freak out. There he goes. And he's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And she's like, it'll be okay, John. It'll be okay. Don't panic. I've done this before a few times. Everything's going to be all right. So she is in labor. Hopefully we'll have ourselves a boy. And it's a girl. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our wheel. And we will give it a spin and see what we're going to name this baby. Eliana. All right. So we had just one single girl, Eliana. Let's go ahead and pull up the dice and see if mom and baby survive. So if we roll for mom first, she can't roll a 1. She rolls a 10. Baby needs an odd number or an 8, 10, or 20. So for Eliana, she rolls a 14. Eliana does not survive. All right. It is still Wednesday. So we will put Eliana here that she has deceased. So Eliana Arundel died. And then we will come over here for Sophia, and we will add a line for Eliana. It is currently June of 1360. She is deceased in June of 1360. She is of British German descent, and she was stillborn. And she was a single birth. And all right, we have updated our timeline and our info tab, and we are going to go ahead and have to take this baby from Mom. Once again, we have lost another child in this family. And of course, as you can see, Sophia is distraught over the fact that she has once again lost another child. It was not a son, it was also stillborn, and she is just super, super upset over the loss of this child. She's like, I don't know what the deal is, John. I don't know what the problem is with why we keep losing all of our children. And she's like, I can't give you a son. I can't even give you a viable baby. And he's like, honey, it's fine. We'll keep trying. And she's like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. He's like, well, we have to have a boy. We have to. And she's like, I don't know if I can. I just don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm just going to get her to come in here and go to sleep. She is so upset. And he is, down here chatting with some strange person. I don't know who this is, but that's okay. They're all just kind of socializing and getting to know one another, and he's telling Juliana, well, you had a sister, but she died. And Juliana's like, again? We've lost another baby? And he's like, yep, we lost another one. She's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. So she's very sad from the baby dying. And we're all just very sad about this news. Let's see if she can come in here and grab some leftovers. And if I can get John to maybe come in here and maybe make some onion soup for the family, that would be great. Come on in here and make some soup, John. John's like, I don't really feel like cooking. I didn't really ask if you felt like cooking. I just told you to do it. All right, so he is going to go ahead and make a little bit of onion soup for the family. Sophia is obviously getting herself a little bit of rest, but she is going to need to get up and take care of some of her needs. She is kind of in desperate need of food, and she's in desperate need of a washroom as well. And Juliana is really, really, really upset. She's going through an emotion bomb. It says, Juliana is finding it difficult to process her negative emotions in a healthy manner. Feelings of anger or sadness are quickly becoming overwhelming and are resulting in an over-dramatic emotional meltdown. Why don't you come out here and clean the coop and collect the eggs for both of these coops, and that might, give you a little bit something to do. You can get up and come and eat and use the washroom. And you can go ahead and grab yourself a serving as well. All right. I just don't know about this family and if they're going to be able to grow or if we're going to just continue to lose everyone. As we know, John doesn't have that much longer with us either, so it's really, really upsetting. All right, Juliana Shoemaker has gone into labor, so let's go over to the Shoemaker house and see them. We have arrived in the Shoemaker home, and as you can see, we have Juliana here who is bursting with joy about the fact that she is about to be a new mommy again. So she is just going to go in here and have her baby. She is thrilled about it. So we are going to go ahead and give birth. She is ecstatic over this. She's like, oh my God, it's time. I'm in so much pain. I hate this labor business, but I know that I'm going to have a child, and it's a boy. They have an heir. So let's hope that this baby survives. But we are going to open up the wheel for boy names, and we're going to give it a spin and see what we're going to name this baby. We are going to name this baby Ivan. So they had a single birth named Ivan. And let's go ahead and roll for mom and baby and see if they are going to live. As we know, mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolled a 1. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, mom's gonna die, but we're gonna plead for her. And baby has to roll an odd 8, 10, or 20. So Ivan rolls a 19, so Ivan lives. All right, so Ivan lives, mom dies, but we're gonna plead for mom. That's how that's gonna go down. All right, let's go ahead and open up our thing here and put Ivan on for Wednesday, and he's gonna go here. Ivan Shoemaker, and he will go also here. And where is Porter? There he is. All right. So this is June of 1360. He's alive. And British German and single birth. All right, we love that. And let me just update this. All right, we are going to kill mom. And we are going to have Porter come and obviously have to plead for her life.
Piwa!
All right, let's see if we can get him to plead for her life, and hopefully the Grimm will love us enough to let us keep her. Let's plead for Juliana.
Nyafluff, Kissapay. Neeb.
Juliana Shoemaker is truly gone after Porter's ardent appeal fell on Death's deaf ears. Damn it. All right, we have lost Juliana Shoemaker to childbirth. I am so upset about that. We do have an heir in this family, but we no longer have Juliana, which is really upsetting. I am super mad about it. So Juliana Shoemaker is no longer with us. And that is not what I wanted at all. Let me find out when she was born so I can go ahead and update her epitaph here. Juliana Shoemaker was born in 1334. All right, let's travel to the cemetery and we will place her tombstone in the final resting place. And I'm assuming we will need to go ahead and get Porter remarried. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that, if we should get Porter remarried or not. I know that he has, you know, 2 really little ones now. He has a toddler and he has an infant, and I don't know. I am really upset. I am really upset about it. All right, so we have put her in her final resting place, and I am going to have to start soon with taking down some more tombstones. So that's great. All right, we are going to head back to the Shoemaker house because we need to age up Ivan. All right, so we are here in the Shoemaker house. We are just going to get him to come and age up this baby really quickly so that we can go ahead and do the infant makeover on Ivan. So we'll come and age up this little one, and then we'll go see Joetta McNally, who is in labor as well. So Ivan is going to be a calm infant. These Sims like to watch the world, are less likely to cry or become angry, and don't grow tired of activities as easily as other infants. However, they are less likely to explore the world on their own. So let's hop into Cass and give him his makeover. All right, there is little Ivan after his little makeover there. He is super cute. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game and go see Joetta McNally because she is in labor and she's dying to see us. Welcome to the McNally home. And as you can see, Joetta is ready for us to let her have this baby. So we are going to go ahead and let her do just that. So let's go ahead and go in here and have a baby with Joetta. She is bursting with pride at the fact that she is about to give Amir another child. She is also in a lot of pain, but she knows that he wants a son and she's hoping that it is one, but unfortunately it is not. They are having another girl. So let's go ahead and open up the wheel for girl names and we will give it a spin and see what we're going to name this little girl. It is going to be Fiona. Alright, so they had one single baby named Fiona. They have 3 daughters. Let's go ahead and spin, or roll, I suppose I should say, for mom and baby. As we know, mom can't roll a 1. Baby needs to roll an odd 8, 10, or 20. So let's roll for mom first. Mom rolls a 5 and survives. Baby rolls a 12 and does not survive. So we have just lost baby Fiona. It is still Wednesday, so we will go ahead and on the timeline put down that little Fiona has unfortunately not made it. So little Fiona has to die. Fiona McNally died. Let's go ahead and do a text wrap here, and then we will go here, and Fiona McNally, daughter of Amir and Joetta, another girl. We are in June of 1360 on the very tail end. We're literally just minutes away from July. And let's grab this information to put it in here. She is unfortunately deceased in June of 1360. She is British and stillborn. All right, so our timeline has been updated with this information, and unfortunately we do have to take this baby from mom, which is super sad. Let's go ahead and do that now. So sorry about that. She is like, what? No, I'm sorry, Joetta. I'm truly sorry. So she is super sad about the loss of the baby, but obviously Amir's like, honey, we can keep trying, but she's like, but we just lost a baby. And he's like, I know, honey, I know. I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh my gosh, I am such a failure. He's like, you're not a failure, baby. We can continue to try. Sometimes these things just happen. Maybe there was something wrong with her and we just didn't know it. And she's like, well, clearly there was something wrong with her. I mean, she's dead. All right. So we have unfortunately lost a couple of our Sims, which is not at all good. We hate that. And I am going to just take us back to the main household now so that we can go and check on them, because it is officially Thursday the next day. And as we know, being that it is our main household, we do need to go ahead and get them to try for another baby. Now that we are back with the Arendelle home, we are just going to go ahead and get John to try for a baby with Sophia. It is officially July of 1360. It is the next day or the next month in the year, and technically time has gone by, and they would be wanting to go ahead and try for another baby since they lost theirs. So we're going to go ahead and get him to ask her if they want to go ahead and try for a baby. They're going to go upstairs and they're going to go ahead and try to have another baby.
Somber, Bunkaru,
Don't make a liar out of me.
Fiba Deso, Spain trip, Balafoy, huh?
Nabatani, Lagora.
What the heck? I don't know what they're doing. They were supposed to be trying for a baby, but here they are flying through the sky. Like, I don't understand. This is clearly some mod that I don't know I have installed. Just, they are, don't even know what they're doing. Alright, anyway, they're gonna go, I guess after they're done doing very futuristic shit that they don't need to be doing, they're gonna go and try for a baby. They are eventually going to go and try for a baby. Juliana is just having a little bit of food here, which is great. We love that. And Amelie, what are you doing? She's like, I am hungry and no one's feeding me because they're flying around in the sky like a bunch of lunatics. Clearly, that's totally what's happening. I concur. All right. So they're going to go upstairs. They're going to go try for a baby now. Finally, they're doing what they were actually told to do, which is fantastic. We love that. Why don't you come in here and we'll just replace that because you hate handiness and I'm not even in the mood to deal with that nonsense right now. So they are going to go ahead and try for another baby. He's like, let's hope that this one is successful and is a boy. And she's like, yes, let's. And so let's hope that they have a boy and that this try for baby is successful. They are, if anything, they are persistent and they are hopeful. And I think that's a good thing that they, at least don't give up and they continue to try. She has had a lot of lost children. And they do continue to keep trying, which is a good sign. I think a lot of people would be just like, I'm giving up. But she's a very positive sim, and so she continues to put her all into it, and I think that is a nice, endearing quality of hers, that she doesn't give up and she continues to try, even though she's had so much loss. She doesn't give up hope, and I think that's really good. And it also pushes John forward and keeps him kind of positive, because I think he has a tendency to kind of look at the negative in things, and she has such a positive outlook that she keeps him kind of on the positive. She balances him out. So I think that's good that Sophia's like that. So it is a great thing that she's just like, things are going to work out. Things are going to be fine. Yeah, I've had a lot of loss and it's really sucky, but at the end of the day, things are they're gonna look up, they're gonna get better. And that's just her outlook on life. And I think that is really good. It is about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I am gonna go ahead and let everyone kind of get a little bit of rest here. So I'm just going to put everyone to bed and let them get a little bit of sleep. And then I will check back with them after they've had a little bit of rest and it being a little bit later in the day. So we will go ahead and just let them get a little bit of sleep here, and I will check back with you when they wake. So it is about 9 o'clock in the morning. John and Sophia are up and they are going on about their day. It is about, since it is 9 o'clock, it is actually now August of 1360, and we do have a roll on our timeline for Joetta McNally, so we do need to roll for her to see if she's going to be able to age up to a young adult. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and see if she is going to be able to roll for her birthday. She can't roll a 3, 7, or 19. So let's go ahead and give a roll for that. So if we give a spin, she rolls a 14, so she does live. She gets 40 days. So let's go ahead and put her on the timeline where she belongs. and we need to go ahead and go into her home and age her up to a young adult now. And I think while we're over there, we will go ahead and let her try for another baby since she lost her baby. So let's go ahead and go back to the McNally home, and we will let them try for a baby and age her up to a young adult. Back over here at the McNally house, we do have Joetta here. We are just going to go ahead and age her up to a young adult. So let's go ahead and do that now. So she is going to go ahead and age up to a young adult. And it says, young adulthood, lifelong responsibilities, burgeoning careers, and vast horizons await whoever said their 20s aren't a blast. She is currently clumsy and a music lover. She is also going to be considerate. These Sims never get disappointed, disgusted, or misunderstood. We are also going to make her family and want a big happy family. And she's a high school dropout. All right, we love that. All right, she got some gifts, and we love that for her. And we are just going to go ahead and have her approach Amir and tell him that she wants, or maybe Amir can approach her and tell her that he wants to go ahead and try again. He knows that they did just lose a baby, but he wants to go ahead and try for another one because obviously he doesn't want the sadness of the death of the baby that they just recently had. Oh my. Family members with a difficult family dynamic will be mean to each other more often, can easily become bitter with each other, and intentionally neglect social calls. Would you say that they have a difficult family dynamic? I don't think so. She's just upset because she just lost a baby. But I'm still going to have him try for a baby with her anyway. She's just really sad right now from having a loss in the family. She had a sibling that she just lost.
Squaz Nelcher, Lanji Chilo, Lindsay Shard, Honka Free, Meshka, Craney Bipsum, Travik Bashen.
She's like, I literally just had my family member. I lost a family member, and I lost, you know, my child. And honestly, I just am not feeling like that flirty or that lovable right now. And he's like, honey, I just want us to, you know, obviously go ahead and try for a baby. And I don't want us to not try for a baby just because, you know, we've had a little bit of loss. So the kids are going to go ahead and go on out of the room, and they're going to go ahead and try for another baby here. And hopefully we can get them pregnant again, and they can go ahead and expand their family. I would really like for that to take place, and we love that for them. We're just going to hope that obviously this family can grow, and that the next... She feels unflirty. No. You feel unflirty while you're woohooing with your husband. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just going to go ahead and get her to clean up a little bit here. And we're going to spend a little bit of time here with this family because tomorrow the Beatrice is aging up as well. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time here with this family. I'm going to send Amir out foraging, and then I'm going to send him out hunting. And I am going to let her come out, and she can, you know, feed the chickens. And she's already cleaned up a little bit, but we're just going to let her feed the chickens here. And then she can go ahead and do a little bit of cooking. We'll make her do a rabbit pie. So we'll have her cook a little bit for the family. So she's just making a little bit of rabbit pie. The girls are just tending to themselves here. As you can see, obviously you need a little bit of sleep, little one, because you are feeling pretty tired. And, oh, you are really needing to finish this. Resume that rabbit pie when you're done with the bathroom. She's like, I've got to pee so bad. I know you do, but I don't want you to burn that the house down with your rabbit pie. I really don't. All right, finish the pie, and then you can go to the loo. There you go. All right, so she has finished that, and we love it. And now I'm just going to let her go ahead and grab a serving of food here. All right. Beatrice is just getting herself a little bit of food, and Mara is just taking a little bit of a nap. And we're going to go ahead and let Joetta grab herself a serving of this rabbit pie as well. And then once she's done eating, we'll go ahead and let her have herself a little bit of a nap. All right, Beatrice, why don't you go and take yourself a little bit of a nap too? Dad is just out hunting right now. He already got some things for the garden, which we love. We can go ahead and do some more planting, which is great news. We can plant some garlic, and we can plant some of these berries. And so that's great. Why don't you come out over here and plant? And you got some boar, and you got a duck, and you got a chicken. That's fantastic. You did great. And he likes gardening. That is wonderful. All right, so he is going to go ahead and finish up on the gardening, and then we will just get him to water everything, and then he can go and grab himself a bite to eat. We love that. Then you're going to need a bath, a bathroom, and some bed. He's like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. There really is a lot to do, but that's okay. I'll have her get up and scatter some feed for the chickens. Her brother, is calling and congratulating her on her recent birthday, which is super sweet of him. We love that. So Amir's just grabbing himself a little bit to eat now that he's finished with the gardening, and then he's going to go ahead and take care of some of his needs, which is fantastic. And Joetta is just taking care of Beatrice here. As you can see, she is just checking her, and maybe you should actually change her diaper. There you go. We love that. Maybe throw away that trash because it's kind of gross. And then you can grab yourself a bite to eat here. We love that. And then maybe you can give a bath to Beatrice because she's dirty. Come on, give a quick bath to Beatrice. And then you can clean up a little bit. Where's Mara? Are you coming to eat? Okay, good. All right, you need to go to sleep. You need to come eat something. All right, you need to go to sleep. And then you need to go to sleep when you're done eating. Everybody needs to go ahead and get themselves ready for bed once they're done eating because it is getting late and it's almost time for the next day. We are in September of 1360 heading into October, and in October of 1360 it is going to be time for us to roll for Beatrice and see if she's going to be able to age up to a child, which is going to be super great. I love that. So we will be seeing if she is lucky enough to age up. He's like, I need a bath. Well, take yourself a bath.
Oh, Darzabula.
so it is now Friday, October 1360. We are going to go ahead and go to the timeline and we will see about Beatrice. It is time for us to roll for Beatrice. She can't roll a 4 or a 13. So let's go ahead and roll for her. And she rolls a 9. So she is able to go ahead and age up. She gets 28 days as a child. So she goes. And let's also roll for Katerina Arundel. She rolls a 15, so she lives as well. So they both get to age up. So they are going to go on. Here. Okay, and let's go ahead and age up Beatrice now. Where is Beatrice? Beatrice, honey, what in the world? Oh, look at all this laundry. It's ridiculous. Let's go ahead and age up Beatrice to a child. And she is going to be ruthless. These Sims never get sorry or remorseful, compassionate, endeared, or admirative. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and make her mental. And let's do WizKid, I guess. And let's go into Cass and give her her makeover. All right, there is little Beatrice aged up to a child. And let's go ahead and jump over into the Arundel home and age up Katerina so that she can be a child as well. This house is a disaster. Like, you need to do some laundry. Wash in the wash tub. Let's get her to do that.
Quimba. Huh? Quimba Reginu.
We're Noba. Somber.
All right, now let's go ahead and go to the Arundel house. We have finally arrived in the Arundel home, and this is little Katerina. We are going to go ahead and just age her up to... Oh no, wrong button. Okay, so this family is in the pink color, and as you can see, I screwed up on her trait, and so I couldn't remember what I had it as, so I put her as a loner and a creative genius. And then we have her outfits here that we're just putting her in really quickly, and then we are going to put her in her activewear. And then for her sleepwear, party, and her swimwear, and her hot weather. And then her cold weather. Let's do this one actually instead. And there is Katarina Arundel as a child. And since we are in with this family, we do need to go ahead and let them try for a baby, because it has been a while since they have done so. So we are just going to go ahead and get them to try for a baby while we're here. So let's go ahead and get them to try for a baby while we're in here with them. So Hugh's just going to come in and he's going to approach his wife and he's going to say, we need to go ahead and try for a baby, love.
Hey, trip.
Oh, he just leapt in her arms. Try for a baby. So they are going to go ahead and try to expand their family as well. Obviously, this family needs an heir, and so he is wanting them to have another child, and he's hoping that she will get pregnant again. So let's hope that is the case. We are just going to have her come in here and take a pregnancy test, and we'll see if she is pregnant or not. And was she is not pregnant. Okay, let's try again. Try for baby. That nice bit of small talk from Frederica has Katarina thinking sometimes the simpler things in life are worth appreciating. Even basic conversations that don't go too deep can be nice. Would you say that Katarina embraces the ordinary and likes small talk? Yes. He's like, let's try again. And she's like, okay, love. He's like, I really do want you to give me a son. And she's like, I really do want to give you a son. She's like, but I can't promise you these things are going to happen. All right, we are going to go ahead and get her to come down here and resume making this food. Oh, he's going to resume making the food. Okay, great. Well, while he's resuming making the food, you can take a pregnancy test. Okay, we are finally pregnant. We love that. Okay, she's hungry, so you need to cook something to eat. Make a pigeon pie.
Yeah.
She like drops the dough on the ground and she's like, maybe no one noticed, maybe no one saw, maybe they'll still eat it if it's dirty a little bit. A little dirt never hurt. So she's just getting a little bit of cooking in. She's clearly not the best cook in the world, but she is trying to provide for her family and the Articon, of course. Okay, great. Whatever. We don't care about void critters, okay? We don't even know what that is, but he's like trying to be supportive of her and her little talk about futuristic things that he has no idea what she's talking about. And we are just going to obviously go ahead and make sure everyone in the family is fed. And we love that. So it looks like right now the only one in the family that is hungry is Jalissa.
Ah, Turupo.
I got a present that I think is dumb. I want to trade it with a friend or give it back. Can I do that? No, that present was for you. You be grateful. Okay. Fine, Mom. Fine.
Vinoy.
Jalissa's like, I really wish this pigeon pie would hurry up. I'm starving. Go ahead and grab yourself a serving of that love. Alright, so she is going to grab herself a serving of this. She's just going to eat that, and then we are going to let her go and get a little bit of rest because she is really tired. She is pregnant and feeling some kind of way. But guys, I think I am going to go ahead and leave this episode off here. We have finished up 1360 with a bang. We have some pregnant Sims, which we absolutely love. So we'll be having some babies in 1361. We had quite a good year for 1360. We did lose a couple of people, which was not ideal, but we had more than we lost, which is always good. And that is something that we can be happy about. I'm going to go ahead and say that it was a overall pretty good year. In 1361, we have some more birthdays coming down the line, which is going to be great, and I can't wait to see it. We have some toddlers aging up and some teens aging up and needing to roll to find out if they're going to marry, which is great. And then in 1362, our soldiers get to come home, so we love that. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Or until then, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.